This week in Jamaica Now, guilty popular medical doctor faces the possibility of jail time after he's convicted on corruption charges. Why a Kingston socialite has been booted from the Miss Jamaica World competition. Government and police at odds over new law demanding 6 months notice before resignation. Opposition MP dies suddenly. He's to be buried on September 2. And Usain Bolt reacts to critics claiming he faked an injury in London. I'm Damian Mitchell and this is Jamaica Now. Well-known medical doctor Jephthah Ford is now facing the possibility of jail time after he was found guilty of 2 counts of attempting to pervert the course of justice. He could be imprisoned for up to 3 years, fined up to $1 million or both. Ford was charged following an incident in 2014 in which 2 Surinamese men were held with $534,000 during a police traffic stop. During the trial, Police Sergeant Franklin McLaren said he secretly recorded Ford offering him millions of dollars to end the investigation against the 2 men and release the cash. Dr. Ford is to return to court on August 22 when a date will be set for sentencing. The franchise holders of the Miss Jamaica World pageant have booted controversial finalist Shaneke Williams from the competition. Williams had attempted to resist efforts to walk away because 2 years ago, she was arrested and charged with aiding and abetting the rape and sexual touching of a 15-year-old girl. The matter was dismissed in court after the complainant refused to proceed with the case. Spartan Health Club, the franchise holder for the Miss Jamaica World, has denied claims it was aware of Williams' past before a social media firestorm over her entry. The operators of Western Union and Grace Kennedy Money Services have temporarily closed their 2 outlets in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Grace says this is in an effort to further enhance its network oversight and the protection of customers. In recent years, lottery scammers have been exploiting the money transfer services to collect money from their unsuspecting victims. In the meantime, arrangements are now being made to extradite 1 man to the U.S. to face lottery scam-related charges. The police say the 28-year-old Akil Gray was captured in Trelawney on Thursday in a near 10-hour-long operation. Gray, who is from Greenwood, St. James, is wanted for over 60 counts of mail fraud and other offenses. He was arrested in Deeside, Trelawney. In Barcelona, Spain, 13 people were killed and more than 50 wounded in a terror attack on Thursday. It happened when a van rode onto a sidewalk and sped down a pedestrian zone in the historic Las Ramblas district, swerving from side to side as it plowed into tourists and residents. It's the latest in a string of terror attacks in Europe, which have resulted in multiple injuries and fatalities. St. Mary South East Erin MP Dr. Winston Green is to be buried on Saturday, September 2, following his funeral at the St. Andrew Parish Church. Dr. Green, a dental surgeon, died early Monday morning at the Andrews Memorial Hospital after collapsing at home. The opposition leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, said the previous weekend Green spent long hours in his constituency hosting a back-to-school dental clinic, providing dental reports for students in St. Mary at no cost. The Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, and the opposition leader have expressed condolences to Green's family and have hailed him for his service to Jamaica. The Jamaica Police Federation is to mount a legal challenge to changes to the Constabulary Force Act governing the issue of resignation.
There's been a lot of noise and hype that the Police Federation is this and they're against that and that. And I congratulate the Police Federation for the very mature and forward-looking and patriotic stance that they took, that they support notice. They don't support 6 months, but they support notice because it helps with planning.
Under the amended Constabulary Force Act, sub-officers and constables are now required to give 6 months' notice of intention to resign. They are also required to serve a 5-year enlistment period and cannot resign until then. Those who fail to comply could be convicted and face a fine of $250,000 or 3 months in prison. But the Police Federation says the rank-and-file members are not in agreement with the new law, and so they will be fighting it.
Police Federation's position as it relates to those amendments, our position has not changed. And therefore, we have consulted with our attorney and have arranged for an emergency meeting where we definitely will determine the way forward.
Super sprinter Usain Bolt has reacted to critics who have questioned whether he actually faked an injury at the World Championships in London. On Thursday, Bolt, in a rare move, revealed details of his hamstring injury on social media. There had been speculation that the Jamaican had faked an injury in the ankle leg of the 4x100 meters relay in London because he was too far behind to win the race. According to Bolt, the injury will require 3 months to be healed. Bolt in his post was adamant that he never cheated his fans. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. You may tune in to Power 106 FM for regular updates. Follow us on Twitter at Jamaica Gleaner and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. I'm Damian Mitchell, and before we go, a risky ride in Kingston. The police are urging against it.
Couple stop then, couple rubber band, couple stop then. Up in the street we are drop dead. J.O.P. We are party tonight, you just watch. Tonight no feel I spend some cash. Cool on the Benz, just watch. If a Givenchy shoes then the belt must match. Gucci loafers with a tough top. Money no fickle thicker than a blood clot. We are no come belly with a clutch back. When a bad sound clear we say pull it up back. Everybody shout yeah 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 yeah.